Mike, you know what some might consider a politically charged issue is being fully embraced by the Cincinnati Public School District. Starting next fall, CPS students will have a chance to take a deep dive into Black history and eventually earn college credit for doing so.
In the South, they were not allowed to get an education. Okay.
As a teacher at Dater High School, Danielle Crooks wants students like Latoya Morrell to know as much as they can about the history of African Americans.
We hear so much about white history or other history, but when it comes to Black history, you don't hear much about it, or when you do, it's very vague. Like during Black History Month, we hear a lot about Martin Luther King like every year, but you don't hear about other people that made Black history.
In 2 years' time, CPS students will be able to take a new AP course focused on African American studies.
I love that for my people. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's really great because you get college credit to learn about history that's been here for like forever.
Before it's offered as an elective, students at 4 schools in the district will help refine the course starting in August as part of a nationwide pilot program.
This is an advanced placement course that's offered by College Board.
Shakitha Butler is Cincinnati Public Schools Chief Academic Officer. She's excited students from all backgrounds will have a chance to learn aspects of history that are not always discussed.
We want to elevate and celebrate the contributions of African Americans in the United States.
Both Butler and Morrell know the AP course that CPS plans to pilot next year has come under fire in certain political circles.
I know not a lot of states have this opportunity, especially down south where race is a very touchy subject.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has been one of the most vocal critics of certain subject matters initially included in the course, like the Black Lives Matter movement, affirmative action, and reparations, claiming it's an attempt to indoctrinate students based on what he calls a political agenda. Florida's rejection of the AP course led to criticism across the country and from civil rights organizations. After weeks of tension between the College Board, which designs AP courses, and Governor DeSantis, the College Board released a revised course, which dropped several themes along with the voices of several Black scholars that were originally included. More than 200 African American history professors signed an open letter denouncing the changes. The College Board refutes the notion that revisions were made because of objections from the state of Florida, saying it has time-stamped records showing when changes were made.
People are entitled to their opinions and they feel different ways about it.
From Butler's vantage point, making more history more accessible to students makes perfect sense regardless of the current political winds.
I just think the more that we know about each other, the more we understand that we're more alike than we are different.
Latoya Morrell says she's on the exact same page.
Because America wasn't just built on one culture or one race, it was a multitude of other cultures and races contributing to make America what it is today.
Now, the AP African American Studies course will be offered to seniors at Dater, Spencer, Hughes, and Withrow high schools next year. Since it's still in the pilot program phase, those seniors will not be able to take a related AP exam and get college credit. That won't be an option until the 2024-25 school year. Todd Dykes, WLWT News.